Good morning, everyone. We just have a couple people on. I'm just going to give it about maybe 2 more minutes and then get started. Hope everyone's having a really awesome morning. So we'll just give it probably 2 or 3 more minutes, and then we'll go ahead and get started here. Okay, we're a couple minutes past, so I think that's just about everyone that's going to join us today. Good morning, guys. Hopefully your week's off to a really great start. So weird to think that we're, gosh, halfway through June or May, and June is about to start, and then we'll be at the third quarter of the year. For today's webinar, we're going to talk about email automation. From the people that I'm seeing on the phone, I think for the most part, I've set up one-on-one with you guys a lot of your content. So this is probably just going to be a reminder of the proper way to do things, best practices. Additionally, I believe everyone on this call uses Constant Contact, so I'll go over that first. So if you guys want to drop off after that, you're more than welcome to, and then I'll review MailChimp for anyone else that uses MailChimp. So for email automation, it's really the easiest way to distribute the retirement plan marketing content. It's pretty much setting up a drip campaign, and it just allows you to work smarter, not harder within digital marketing, allows you to stay in front of your contacts without having to manually go in and send out emails. You're able to set things up on timers, import people from lists, automatically import them from your website, or if they join an emailing list, and they're able to just start receiving content. We're also going to go over the RPM marketing calendar and how you're going to set up the content quarterly if you don't do this already. The way that we have it set up is there's pretty much an email that goes out every week or every other week, and that is going to be just the best way for you guys to set up the email marketing campaigns. So just for the agenda today, we're going to talk about Constant Contact, how to set up an email automation, and then also in MailChimp. I did have Infusionsoft on there, but I realized that I don't think anyone uses Infusionsoft. If anyone uses a CRM, they set up email marketing in and they have questions, feel free to reach out. I'm more than happy to assist. I'm familiar with a good amount of CRMs, so more than happy to try and help you set up an email automation. So without any further ado, we're going to review Constant Contact and the marketing calendar. Let me just pull that up really quickly. Hopefully everyone here follows the marketing calendar. It's what we think is fairly easy to follow. We have things set up by date, by week, so If you decide to start the quarter late, or if you want to go exactly by the dates, you're able to do that. So this is the marketing calendar. We're going to review just the email templates today. So you can see, including the video email template that was just sent out last week with the video for this quarter. There's about 7 emails that you'll send. That video email template can be sent one of the last 2 weeks of the quarter. So we'll go ahead and set that up. So all we're going to do is just follow along, and you're just going to, I've already plugged in all of the email templates, so I don't have to waste time plugging in things. Also, if you guys like the templates that I use and you want to copy them, just let me know and I can walk you through setting them up. Just use the first template inside MailChimp or Constant Contact. So for Constant Contact, when you log in, you want to go to your Campaigns tab. I have set up all of the emails individually just to save time. You're able to set them up within the email automation as well, but I've just set them up already to save time. So I have the video for Safe Harbor plans, both infographics, harnessing the power of compound interest, managing your fiduciary duty, the newsletter, and all 3 of the blog articles for this quarter. So 7 email templates. Additionally, you guys can resend email templates from last quarter if you want to be in front of your contacts more. Anyone that didn't open, email campaigns from last quarter, there's an easy way to resend those emails, and I can help you guys with that as well. Unfortunately, I can't show you that inside our Constant Contact because we don't have any actual contacts inside here. It's just like a demo account, but really easy to set up campaigns for resend from the previous quarter. So to set up an email automation in Constant Contact, you want to go to your Campaigns tab, and then you're going to click Create in the far right corner. You're going to click Email Automation, Autorespondos series. They recommend a couple different down here. Welcome email is also a great one to have in place, which you can easily set that up as well within our email automation campaign. In our bonus content section inside the portal, we actually have a welcome email template. So if you have like an opt-in box on your website for people to subscribe for industry updates, we have an email template for that you can plug in and use to welcome them to your list. So go ahead and click Create. We're going to name our automation. I would just name it Q2 Retirement Plan Marketing Drip Campaign. And we just have this one list, general interest, so we're just going to click that. And if you haven't set up the emails yet, you'll do create a new email. I already have the emails created, so I'm going to do copy an existing email. So following along with the calendar, the first email you're going to send is the blog article for benchmarking your 401k funds. So we started on week 3 because typically the first 2 weeks of the quarter you're editing, sending to compliance, and while that only takes a few days, typically sometimes the first couple weeks of the quarter are busy anyway, so we want to make sure that we're not overwhelming you with pushing you to push out content. So we started week 3. So benchmarking 401k funds, preview this for you guys. So this is just the email template we have. It's kind of like a newsletter. So industry updates you should know about. All I did was copy and paste from the email template that we have inside the portal. I made the button a call to action, benchmarking your 401k funds. This is all copy and pasted from the email templates. I didn't add anything. And then at the bottom, I have like recent featured articles. So I picked an article from last quarter that was along the same lines. So what is 401k benchmarking? This quarter, we did benchmarking 401k funds. So the previous article was more of like an overview. This is just copy and pasted from that email template for that article. And then we have the call to action. And then I also have a meet the team at the bottom. This is something extra that you don't have to add, but if you have team pictures and you want to add them in, it's always great for your contacts to know who you guys are, put faces to names. So I did add a nice picture of our team here. And then call to action for contact 401k marketing, put a little 2 sentences about who we are. Have questions, we're an open book, feel free to reach out today. Once again, if you guys want this email template, just let me know and I can help you set it up. So we're going to check that, click continue at the top. And we're just going to name this the same title I had before, so blog article, benchmarking 401k funds. All right. And make sure you QC everything. All the call to actions have links, link your images, link your logo. Make sure this is set up down here. You can use like social boxes as well to link your LinkedIn, Twitter. So that looks good. Press save. I'm going to click continue. And now it's in the email automation. And then you can keep going through and adding a couple different emails. And once again, just following the calendar. So the next one will be a blog article, have a retirement plan committee. So once again, what I did for this article moving forward is for like the recent featured articles, I just did the blog article that we did the week before, just in case anyone missed it. So you always want to make sure that if you're bringing up previous content that it's relative and relevant. Continue, and then these will just automatically add. And I'll show you guys what I do for the infographics. So for the blog articles, those call to actions, just as like a best practice and friendly reminder, they should take the reader to your website. I have seen in the past people include the full blog article, which is totally fine. It depends on, I guess, where your list is coming from. If you want to set almost like a lower expectation and just get your open rate up, then include the full blog article inside your email. There's nothing wrong with that. I've seen it done a bunch of times. But I do recommend, if you're going to link them anywhere, link it to your website so they can always gather more information. You can always link the blog article as like a Word document or a PDF. Just make sure you have the image, the title, all of your contact information. And then for the infographics, I believe that is next on here, or that will be infographic, will be week 6. So for the infographic, I just have it linked as a PDF is typically the best way that I like to do it. So they can, contacts can download it. So you can link it here. When you click link, just click document, and then you can upload the infographic. And then also with the call to actions, you can always make sure that that constant contact is set up so that anyone does click this, they get added to a separate email list. We have follow-up emails with all these email templates. So if you want to drop any of these engagement contacts into a separate list, we have email follow-up emails that you can send to them very easily. And then for infographics, featured infographics, I did an infographic from last quarter, the last plan sponsor facing infographic. Remember guys, we have plan sponsor facing and participant facing. So just make sure, like, if you want to bring up previous content, it's relevant. Okay, so I won't go through and add everything else, but I think for the most part, you guys should get the picture. So you'll have 7 emails in here. So you guys can see right now there's triggers. Sends immediately after contact is added to list, sends 1 day, sends 3 days. So it's a little too close for us to be sending them, one email right after another. Let's follow the calendar. So week 3, week 5, and week 6. So just a week apart from each other on a Wednesday. So what we will do here is we will change this. This will actually stay the same. The first one should always be immediately after contact is added to list. So we'll save that, and then sends 1 day after. We're going to do 1 week after, and then blog article benchmarking 401k funds. And another thing to know, actually, let me do this first and then I'll show you guys. So infographic will just be 1 week as well. So if you want to set up the follow-up emails in here, you're also able to do that. And I will show you how to do that really quickly. So if we want to send a follow-up email for blog article benchmarking or 401k funds. So this is the Dropbox file of all the content. Blog articles, benchmarking 401k funds, email templates. So the second or last page has the follow-up email. So we're just going to copy and paste this into Constant Contact. And I'm just going to copy an existing email and change the copy. So the follow-up email can be sent to the full list. Should tell this follow-up. Okay, so copy and paste all of this. All right. So don't forget, guys, if you're copy and pasting these, you want to make sure that you insert all of your company information that we asked for. So, and I believe the call to action is ask us a question. And then you can link this to an email. So if you want them to just reach out by email, you can, or if you want them to go to like a web page, I would probably just do email. I think that's easiest. And then if you want to refer to previous content, say something like read the article again. And then all you do is copy and paste the previous copy from the email template for benchmarking your 401k funds. So save this. And so this is the follow-up for blog article benchmarking your 401k funds. Let's do, since this sends on a Wednesday, let's do it 2 days after blog article. So that's a way to set up those follow-up email templates as well if you want to put them in here. If you are just trying to send the follow-up email template to maybe people that click on the email template, or click on your call to action, then you can send it from your personal email. There's actually there's a couple different apps you can use to schedule emails from like a Gmail account. It's called Boomerang. Lets you, schedule things ahead of time, and then you don't have to worry about sending manual emails. So that's another way to do it. I personally just would rather do the email automation because then it's all taken care of. I don't have to remember it. It's scheduled and it's all good to go. So once you set up all your triggers, remember, follow the calendar. You can schedule this. Oh, no, that's a trigger. So activate. Include existing contacts on the selected list. So I would suggest when it comes to activating it, you want to activate it on the day that, like on a Wednesday, the day that we say to implement it. So for Q3, it's probably going to be like the third Wednesday of June is when, we'll ask you to send your first email template. So that will probably be the only manual work you'll have to do with sending, is you'll just have to go back in and send it, and then it will all be good. So then you can activate it and it's active. And then it'll show up in the queued. So we don't have really anyone in this list. I think we have a fake contact, or it might be my email. But if you have obviously contacts, it's going to show you queued. And then just remember to go through and remove unsubscribes and bounced emails. Unsubscribes should probably most likely already be removed, but it's always good to just double check. And then bounced emails, want to remove them from your list as well. And you will be able to also see reporting, so opens, clicks, and be able to study your engagement that way. So pretty easy stuff for Constant Contact, not too crazy. Let's see if we have any questions. Yes. Okay. Yes, Jonathan asked, does Constant Contact allow you to send follow-ups only to those who clicked open prior emails? I believe so. So put some time on my calendar, Jonathan. I'll walk you through it. Like I said, since I don't have contacts in here, I can't see any reporting. But yes, I believe the more manual way to do it is if you click, excuse me, if you go to reporting, it will give you more campaigns. If you click on opens and clicks and you highlight all of the contacts in there, you should be able to do a quick send. And then if you have the email already, the follow-up email saved as a campaign, you can just quick send it to them. And I believe there's another way to do it as well. You can set up, you can always export the list and re-import it, but I think doing the quick send is the best way to do it. So I'll go ahead and can always send you like a screen share of me doing that. Okay, I think those are all the questions I got. Yep. Okay, perfect. So that's it for Constant Contact. If you guys have other questions or want me to go through things again, just feel free to let me know. And I'm going to go over MailChimp right now. Okay. So MailChimp, once again, already set everything up inside MailChimp. I templated all the emails. If you guys want me to send you the email template, can help you set it up, just put some time on my calendar. It's set up in a similar format. It's very newsletter-like. So click Create Campaign under the Campaigns tab. Click Create an Email. And you're going to go to the top tabs and click Automated. And they have a number of different automations, but I think the best one is typically welcome new subscribers. Yeah, so we're going to click welcome new subscribers, and we'll do the same titling, Q2 retirement plan marketing drip campaign. Select a list. So for the welcome email, you guys can always copy and paste in our welcome email. So we're going to just add another email, design email. This is going to be a blog article. So since I have already worked on templating all these, if you want to select a template, go to campaigns and click drafts, and we can click on, there we go, benchmarking your 401k funds. So the template I used was the 1-2 column. So looks pretty much the same as Constant Contact. Go away. Okay, awesome. So once that is in there, obviously make sure that everything is connected. Link all your images and also link your logo. Save and continue. And we'll add just another email. All right, and then again for campaigns, go to drafts and you can just select the one that you've already templated. Perfect. All right, and then so for setting up the triggers inside MailChimp, for the welcome email, whether it's a legitimate welcome email or it's your blog article email, edit the trigger. I like to do immediately and when subscribers are imported. So typically, most of you, when you set up the email automation, you already have a list inside your MailChimp or your Constant Contact, so just do it when subscribers are imported. MailChimp, I'll show you guys, will give you the option to add people into the workflow that are already in the list. And so if you send a welcome email, I say it's always good to send a piece of content like 1 or 2 days after. So we'll do this 1 day after subscribers are sent previous email. And then for the second one, we will do 1 week. Okay, so edit workflow settings. All this looks good. Yeah, track opens, track clicks. And then when you're ready, you're gonna click next. And it's gonna make me fix all of this. And we'll just make this our welcome template. All right. So now let's get to activating. So you'll have a number of different email templates on here. MailChimp, I don't believe has the same capabilities that Constant Contact has to pick the email that they get. I think it's just the one before. schedule. Oh yeah, so if you want to send anyone a follow-up email, so previous email clicks, so yes, there's a way to definitely set that up inside MailChimp. So let's set up that follow-up email really quick. So we're gonna add email, we're gonna drag this up here. All right, so this will be our follow-up email. All right, I'm not gonna edit this because my OCD will start to kick in. It will have to be perfect, but we're gonna go for the sake of time. So just make sure that all the stuff is just copy and pasted from our email template. Once again, link email. So you'll set up the trigger. Wait, let's do 2 days. Previous email clicked. Update trigger. So you can set up your follow-ups like that. If you want to do opens as well, it's obviously going to send to people that have clicked, but if you're looking for a more targeted segment, then I would suggest doing clicked. So once all of this is updated, you have all your follow-up emails inside. You also have just the regular emails. We're going to go to next. So start workflow. Back to campaigns. So how you're going to add subscribers to the workflow, you're just going to go to edit workflow settings, go add subscribers, and you'll do entire lists. You can do save segments, following conditions, but most part everyone will do entire list. Add subscribers to workflow. And now everyone from our office will be receiving this fake email campaign that I set up. So once again, they'll let you know who's in the queue. There's no one in right now because it's still registering that people are subscribed. So all of the content inside our portal, it can be automated, and most of everyone on this call has been in the program for probably about a year, so it should have been just a good reminder. I apologize, my knowledge on MailChimp's a little rusty since we've switched a lot of people to Constant Contact, and we've switched to Infusionsoft. But MailChimp and Constant Contact are great programs to use. They're super user-friendly. And you guys have a lot of capabilities to do with them, a lot of automation capabilities. So if you guys have more questions on that, how to make things even more automated, just let me know. I'm more than happy to set things up with you, help you create different campaigns. Obviously, you can follow the standard calendar that we give you, just for basic distribution, but if you want to go the extra mile, then let's do it. Put some time on my calendar and we can definitely help you out with that. Especially if you've been in this program for a couple quarters, you have so much content and you don't have to use it just once. So we can definitely set up more campaigns. Well, thank you everyone so much for joining. I hope you guys are enjoying these support webinars, and I hope that you guys are learning a lot from them, even if it's just refreshing up on those best practices. Thank you so much for attending. And please let me know if there's anything else I can do to help you guys. And I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of the week. Have a wonderful rest of the week, and please let me know if you guys need anything else.